That was Tony feels good. 8 billionaires control more wealth, more of the world's wealth than 4 billion people, than half of its population. 8 people have more wealth than half of the world, literally half of the world. Those 8 people do what they have to remain in power. Interestingly enough, Twitter has been an invaluable tool, particularly for Black Twitter has been an invaluable tool for advancing the cause of civil rights. I think many of the things that we know about because of social media and the like. The hashtag, we wouldn't know about Botham Jean had it not been from that. We wouldn't have known about Ahmaud Arbery had it not been for social media and the like, or been able to activate. We wouldn't have known about George Floyd. And that apparatus has caused real changes. Some of the things that have started to happen has come about as a result of awareness. Hashtag started to mean something. Certainly we're not as far as we need to go. We're not as far as we should be, but we're moving along, and it's been an invaluable tool to that end. Interestingly enough, right after the election, you notice things that were starting to be different. Several states passed hundreds of laws designed specifically to make it harder for Black people to vote. Specifically, Black and brown people to vote. They started gerrymandering districts specifically to make it harder for them to hold power. They did any number of things. They put laws in place that didn't allow you to have water at voting places, or food at polling places. This is all part and parcel. Those 8 men, those 8 people, those 8 powerful people want to find a way to stay in control. And now we flash forward to Elon Musk buying Twitter. Now, Elon Musk buying Twitter, or a rich white man buying Twitter for the cause of freedom, is like saying that the Civil War was fought for the cause of freedom. It was about and is about control. Most of the wealthy billionaires control the media, and now they control social media. Have you noticed that the right is acting like Elon Musk signed the Emancipation Proclamation? He's yelling about freedom. What freedom is it that wealthy white men don't have? What freedom don't they have? The only freedom they have, or do not have, is the ability to say nigga without having their social media platforms suspended. That is all. And at the very same time, they're railing on about freedom. They're taking it away from everybody. They're taking the freedom for a woman's right to choose. They don't have a problem taking that freedom away. They're taking freedom. You can't say gay bill. You can't learn about slavery in school, which you don't anyway. They use the media as a club because he who controls the media controls the message. Right now, one of the wealthiest men in the world not only controls major television stations, but the local ones. All you will hear on that aforementioned group is about, Joe Biden's son, his attaché case. You don't hear anything about what's going on in the world because you understand right now that those who control the media control the message, and it is deliberate. Now, Elon Musk smokes some weed and goes to games with Black celebrities, and he looks cool, but his purpose has always been and will always be to stay in power. He has a lot of the same goals as a lot of the other people who support Trump. They want to control the narrative. They want to control the media. They want to control, and that is both the broadcast media and now they're in the social media platform. They have so much money, you would wonder why it's worth it to them. And he says it under the auspices of the cause of freedom, which many people right now will tell you what the Civil War was about. It is exactly the same thing. There is a reason that powerful, wealthy men accrue media to control the message. It's all about control. It's all about saying what you can say, how you can say it, how the message is presented and or distorted. 8 people control more of the world's wealth than half of the existing world right now. And one of those men, those wealthy men, decided that the media wasn't enough, that social media was. And because of the impact that it's had. The impact it's had in civil rights and advancing the cause of freedom for people who actually need to hand with it. It's actually done a lot of things that they didn't anticipate. And now they get to control it. Look at the people who are celebrating or saying, now we have a real freedom. And look what freedom had actually been taken from them. At all. What thing can't they do? If you're a very wealthy person in America, white person in America, what is it you can't say? The only thing you can't say is nigger without getting your social media platform suspended. That's it. That's all. That's the only thing you can do. You can start riots. You can lie about diseases. You can start irresponsible rumors. The only thing you can't do is utter hateful, racist, homophobic, misogynistic things on Twitter without getting your Twitter handle suspended. That's it. And now that's been rectified. Because one of those 8 most powerful men, wealthy men in the world, decided that he wanted to control what people were saying and doing and what they had access to. And that is how it works. I don't care how cool you pretend to be, how much weed you smoke, your ultimate end is to gain power and to control it. He's not Abraham Lincoln. He's not trying to lead people to freedom. He's trying to keep them ignorant and afraid, and Twitter is the apparatus. It is the club he will use to beat people with. That's a little note from the GED section. We got the Jazz Report coming up in 15 minutes. It's the D.L. Hughley Show.